Good afternoon, nerd friends. It is December 29th in the afternoon. Had a nice short half day at work and am home early to do a little modeling after I sip my coffee here. So hey, I make these little videos for my oldest friend, Brian, who is super into modeling and painting models. And for my brother a little bit, but mostly his kids, my nephews, because they think Uncle Ben is cool, which they'll eventually grow out of that, so I'm enjoying it while it lasts. Usually my videos get like 8 watches, and for some reason YouTube decided the last one really needed a lot of views, so it recommended it to a lot of you apparently, and my you don't have to be good at your hobby video has over 500 likes, not likes, 500 views, not that many likes, which is weird to me. All these people watching me do modeling stuff when, I mean, I knew it was public, but it was mostly just for friends and family. But hey, apparently the message needed to be out there that you don't need to be good at your hobbies. You just need to be having fun. Got some fun comments from a couple of you, which I appreciate. I'll respond to those as long as they're clearly from actual humans and there aren't so many that I can't get to them all. So thanks. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the content, and I will keep doing mediocre modeling with quasi-okay production values for as long as you will watch these videos. I promise. I think I'm going to do some leagues. No, not League of Wotan. The Ironhead Squats. Friends or cousins to the Leagues of Wotan. I'm going to do some squat assembly today, and then I'm going to do a little priming maybe today, maybe next video. Anyways, enjoy. Okay, a little break here while I let some glue dry. This is the Vartijan Exo-Driller. He's kind of like the big heavy dude for the Ironhead Squat prospectors. He's a Forge World model, which means he comes in resin, which means I have to use super glue. I don't love plastic glue, but I love it more than I love super glue. So sometimes I'll use this super glue activator, which makes the super glue dry super fast. It makes kind of a weird hazy film on the model, but usually it's always been covered up by the primer pretty well for me. I had to use it on this little claw piece because I couldn't hold those. Two of those fingers were separate. Apparently I have to put this in front of my face for this camera app to recognize it. Anyways, two of these fingers were separate, so I used the super glue activator so I didn't have to sit there and hold them all day because I'm not that patient. And I got a little gap in one. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see that. That one looks clean. That one, there's a little gap. A really good modeler, A, would not have left that gap, and B, would fill it if it was there. That's not me. Remember, you don't have to be that good at your hobbies. I just want my models to look cool at the end, and I'm not going to worry about that little gap. So we'll let these bits dry a little bit more. We'll finish gluing them all together, and then we'll talk some more. Okay, so a couple of things. I used a lot of super glue activator there because I didn't want to wait. He's pretty much together. Got both arms. He's got both legs. He's got his cool backpack. He's got his head down in there. One thing you might have seen, he's got these two little hose bits. They're like double hoses, and there's a spot on the model, on the back of the model, under the backpack, and there's a spot on each arm where these can glue in. One of the things I do to make my life easier is sometimes I leave fiddly little bits like this off. Good modeler is going to stick them on, it's going to make them look cool. It is a legit piece of the kit, but honestly, he looks pretty cool without them, and the amount of time and effort and frustration it would take for me to get these to line up, because I didn't really put the arms exactly where they were supposed to be, I guess. There was some flexibility in the arms, but I don't think there was supposed to be. There was a little pin and socket, and I think it was supposed to sit really exactly, but it's resin, so it didn't. So I'm gonna leave those off, and I'll put them in the bits bag. I can always glue them on later if I get like super impressed with myself and need to be taken down a peg. The other thing I did was I put two bits of sprue and glued them, plastic glued them onto his base under his feet. That's because this whole squat prospector gang for Necromunda, I'm trying a thing I saw on Eons of Battle. A thing that Jay did. Jay's got tons of basing videos that are super cool. And one of them, I need to go back and watch it again. I don't really remember it, but one of them was putting he made like out of sand and glue and milliput maybe and paint. He made some like spreadable material, and then you could like put tracks in it. So I'm gonna put that on these bases and then put tire tracks on, and then paint the whole thing to kind of match the little game mat that I bought for them. But I don't want the model to be glued to whatever that concoction is. I want it to be glued to plastic. So I put these little risers in there. I'll finish the base separate from the model and then leave those risers exposed so that once this thing has texture and tire tracks and it looks cool and this guy's all painted, then the bottom of his feet will be unpainted. I'll leave these little risers unpainted. Then I can glue plastic to plastic. Well, in this case, resin to plastic, but still better than nothing. And the rest of the gang, it'll be plastic to plastic. So that'll be a nice, good, strong bond. I don't actually play these games very often. I think I got one game of Blood Bowl in 2022, half a game with my buddy Brian and half a game with my brother, for a total of one game. But, you know, I'd like them to be play-withable. I'd like them to be pretty sturdy. I move around a lot. They have to live in foam sometimes when they're not in the display case and get bounced around. So I think I'm going to burn this to YouTube and put it out into the world. And then tonight I'll shoot some footage of painting. I'll get the air gun out and I'll paint some primer. I'll paint a little zenithal maybe, and then that'll be the next video. So again, thanks for watching. I'm the Red Reverend. This is Miscellaneous Nerdery, your home for mediocre modeling and quasi-excellent, but not really, video production values. Enjoy your life, enjoy your hobby, and I'll catch up to you next time.